Ramadan, my favorite time of the year. I've been wanting to make a video about it, and then I was talking to a friend, and she told me she saw this picture of an iceberg that is meant to depict Ramadan, where people know about the tip of the iceberg, but they don't know about the rest of it. So they just know about a few of the common things, but they don't know a lot about what goes on in Ramadan. This is the picture here, so more reasons for me to make this video. So Ramadan is 30 to 29 days every year where Muslims fast from dusk till dawn. These are some decorations I put up this year. I usually put something up every year. Usually families do that, just some decoration inside the house or outside to celebrate Ramadan and get ready for it. Now, how does a typical day look like for me? So the day starts with the pre-dawn meal, also called suhoor, and usually it's protein, something hydrating. These are fava beans. They're a popular food for suhoor. This is canned fava beans. My mom will kill me if she sees I'm eating the canned one, not like the like homemade one, but it does the job. It's good. Okay, and then morning prayer is after sahur. Morning prayer is one of the daily five prayers, but in Ramadan, usually I give it some more time, um, some extra time. And this is a good segue into the meaning of the word prayer. Um, for Muslims, the word prayer is a bit different, I think, from the generic meaning when you think of prayer. So, a Muslim prays 5 times a day throughout the year. This is not a Ramadan special or anything. This is every day, 365 days a year. Um, every Muslim has to do them. They're literally the foundation of Islam. Like prayer is one of the five pillars of Islam, so they're very, very foundational. This is an example of for the five prayer times on a random day in April, this last Ramadan, and these are the five pillars, and prayer is the second one in green here. Usually, I get some sleep after that, and then I go to work. And then after work, I usually go to the gym or do my yoga. This is Charlie. If you look closely, she's doing crow pose, and I am behind the camera doing my best. And it might sound counterintuitive, but actually working out right before you break your fast is really good. It feels great. You're thirsty, but it's kind of like fasted cardio. The next exciting part is iftar. Iftar is uh, the Arabic word for breaking your fast. Usually start with dates. There's nothing like the first sip of water at iftar time. You make dua, which is dua in English, I think, is supplication, and it's the more general meaning of prayer that you would use, like I'm praying to God. That's what we use dua to mean that, or supplication. And then you eat, lots of friends and families gather. I'll show you a few gatherings. Praying with my friends at their house before we eat. Look, guys, this is Iraqi food, and I made this. I made a dish here. I made a shepherd pie. It was excellent until someone's cousin visiting from the UK told me that shepherd's pie is actually lamb, and the one I made was beef, not lamb, so it's actually cottage pie. But cottage pie sounds cooler, so I'm just gonna keep saying cottage pie. Who cares? No one's gonna know. except unless they're coming from the UK. Um, more Iraqi food. Okay, and then the next part is usually the Ramadan nightly prayers. So in Ramadan, there is extra prayers besides the daily five. So with the last prayer of the day, there's additional prayer. It's usually long. It's optional. A lot of people choose to do it, but many people don't. You don't have to do it every night. You can do it at home. You can go to the mosque. I like to go to the mosque for the vibes, just seeing people and um, it's I enjoy it more at the mosque. This is my local mosque on the first day of Ramadan this year, and you can see that there is good turnout here. Um, I met some of the little ones, my good mosque friends. I like to think that I have a good relationship with them, but I think the truth is they like me because I get sour icebreakers and fruit rolls, and that's why they're friends with me. Um, okay, this is the call to prayer. If you've been to a Muslim city, you'll hear the call to prayer echo in the city. This is one thing I miss about Egypt. Right before iftar time, everyone in the city is quiet, waiting to eat, like in the last few minutes before iftar time, and then the call to prayer goes, and you can hear more mosques than you would usually hear echoing across the distance because it's so quiet. It's definitely a core memory for me, and I love this about Egypt. I'll include a few links for some calls to prayer. One is from an Istanbul mosque, um, and the other one is just one recorded by Kat or Yusuf Stevens, if you're interested. Okay, and I want to show you one thing. I want to show you what a unit of prayer looks like.
إياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين آمين ثم بعثنا من
So during the first section, the imam, the person leading the prayer, is reading Quran, um, and everyone's just following along.
عاقبة المفسدين وقال موسى يا فرعون إني رسول من رب العالمين حقيق على ألا أقول على الله إلا الحق قد جئتكم ببينة من ربكم فأرسل معي بني إسرائيل.
A few minutes later.
سمع الله لمن حمده. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله أكبر.
So that's one unit. And the nightly prayers are usually 8 or 20 units. Usually takes an hour and a half, but I sometimes I don't go, or I go for the first half or second half. This is a great post iftar treat from a cafe called Jabal. It's so good. If you're ever in Mississauga, you should try it. Um, and I mentioned at the beginning that Ramadan is an iceberg. I feel like the Quran is also an iceberg. It's kind of like a run book on how to do life. No, a run book is not a good idea. It's more of a guide or a standard or a guardrail, or it sets some lanes, and it's about talks about everything, like everything from dating, marriage, to food, to money, like everything. That's why Islam is a big thing in my life. It's not like a side thing. Quran is the core of the religion. Like people try to read it, memorize sections of it. During It's 30 sections, and during Ramadan, most people try to read through the whole thing. So that's what I was doing here, trying to get my daily section done, so that I can finish all 30. And that's it until next year. The month starts, and you're like, oh my god, how am I going to do this? And then the month ends, and you're like, oh my god, I could do even more. I could push myself more. And by the end of the month, the fasting becomes your new norm, and it's kind of a reminder of how much you can achieve that you would normally think that, oh yeah, I can't do this. And then it's Eid after Ramadan, as most people know. These are some Eid pictures. Oh, why is Eid date uncertain? If someone's ever told you, oh, I don't know if Eid will be like this day or the next day, it's because we use a lunar calendar, not a solar calendar. Um, so here, the Islamic lunar calendar is a 12-month calendar based entirely on the phases of the moon, unlike the Gregorian solar calendar that most of the world uses. These are some goodie bags I made for the kids. Recently, someone was giving out some goodie bags, and I approached them to get a goodie bag, and I realized I was way too tall because there was a crowd around her, and they were all little teeny tiny kids. So I decided I will contribute by making my own goodie bags so that I can have some fun. This is coffee on the morning of Eid. Uh, awesome. After fasting for 30 days, having coffee in the morning is best kind. And then Eid prayer. It's now one of my favorite mosques in Messiah. This is some bukhur or incense. It's so good. This is my very talented friend making my henna. This is Tim Hortons making a donut for Eid. A for effort is all I can say. A for effort. I gotta give them that. And this is my friends. This is my friends and me on the day of Eid. This is another Iraqi family who does not joke about their hosting for Eid breakfast. Thank you.